Yeah, all right, Mike, how are you? It's 3/4 days to go till the big event. And we just thought, although we've got a couple of videos that we haven't yet published from our original chat, we thought we'd have a quick look through your kit bag before you set off. Make sure you've actually packed it properly. So I'm going to hand over quickly to you because we don't want to waste too much time, and away we go.
Okay. Well, the honest answer is I'm super nervous. So let's see how this goes. All right. Well, I'm going to go through it really quickly, starting with what I'm wearing and then going into the bag because it's going to get boring otherwise. So first and foremost, then, strapped to the outside of the bag, I've got this rudimentary sit mat that I'm probably going to spend my whole life on at some point. Then I'm going to be wearing this. I'll be walking every day. Yes, every day,
Yes,
without
every day.
washing, in this pair of shorts, which have taken me all over the Pyrenees, Corsica and Menorca already. So I know they work. On my feet, I'll have the world's greatest blister repellent socks, Labels, and I've got 2 pairs of these. One obviously wearing,
Thank God for that.
yeah, and one in the top of the bag, and they'll be on a day-by-day rotation. And I've just got myself a new pair of Hockers. So let's hope I haven't made a big mistake there. And finally, I'll have a cap with a cat on it, and this t-shirt from Decathlon. So that's it. That's my walking kit. Finished with this watch here, which is going to record every single millimetre of the trip. And this is from you, isn't it, Tim?
I've seen it somewhere before, yes.
Yeah, so I've started recording my walks with the Garmin. It's worked really well.
Fenix 5X.
The Fenix 5X, yeah, and yeah, brilliant. So that's it. That's what I'll be wearing. Then top of the bag. I don't know if you can see it very well from there. So I'll take it off. This is well. As I'm taking it off, I'll have these 2 little slips, flip-flop kind of things, slippers. These are my camp shoes, which I'll be wearing around camp. And then this bit here is what I call the brains of the operation, because this is where I've got all my electronics. So clip this off.
Okay, so
And,
it's detachable, that part, is
that's
it, of your Osprey? Yeah, okay.
And this comes into the tent with me. So on this side here, inside, I won't show it, I've got 2 notebooks. One from Christina, which is waterproof, for my waterproof space pen, so I'll be taking notes all the way through. And one from a Spanish grammar as well.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Taking an opportunity to improve.
That's it, yeah. So when we come inside here, I've got my cold weather stuff. So I've got my, I don't think I'll need that yet.
No.
I've got
Oh, we're cooking here in this.
yeah. I've got my gloves, got my hat, I've got a buff, and my spare pair of socks, like I said before. And then I've got my my little lantern for the tent. I've got my head torch. I've got all my cables, and my Anchor 20,000 milliamp power watt.
Right.
Battery
Okay.
pack. Yeah. So that's my lifeline. Basically.
Yeah, and you're going to recharge that when you get to hostels, aren't you? Because you're open to sort of approximately every 6 days a hostel.
That's it, yeah. So this will keep me on the road for up to 10 days, we found out in Corsica. So
Perfect,
yeah.
no, amazing.
Well,
amazing piece of kit.
Yeah, it depends how much I use my phone, really. And then, as I said, a buff, and then there's waterproof case for the phone. So that's the brains. And then going into the bag then, around the sides, I've got this side, I've got my walking poles. Crucial, because this doubles up as my tent pole.
Right, okay, yeah.
That'll keep me alright. This here is my multi-purpose pot, where I'm going to dry soak my porridge. Or...
In case you get short at night.
Get short at night. Or keep the leftovers from last night's food, so I can keep going the next day. And then down here, last thing in this side, I've got my cook kit. So I won't get it all out, but in here I've got...
yeah, I've got one of those as well. Yeah, they're really good. Really great piece of kit.
Boil a litre of water in here, pasta, whatever, sauces. And then inside I've got a gas canister, I've got the stove itself, a pen, knife, lighter, that kind of thing. Right.
Sorry, can I just spoon?
Yeah, I've got
spoons.
Folded spot. I'll show you the spoon because it's a brilliant little kit. That's the pot stand in case you're cooking on uneven ground.
Yeah.
Spoon from Decathlon, $1.49 I think it is.
Woo.
Ooh, there you go. See, yeah.
Yeah, great.
Okay, never leave home without it. And then on the other side, in here, I'll just point to it. I've got 2 1 litre bottles.
Yeah.
A lot of bottle testing. These are the best ones you can get. And then for the first
What
time,
are they?
they are. That's a very good question. The plastic.
Very good.
I'll tell you later. I've got for the first time. I bought this convert tube. I think it's called, and it turns a bottle into like a camel pack. Because usually I ask Christina to get the bottle off the bag and pass it to me. I'm not going to be able to do that now, so I've got a drink on the go.
Right. Okay.
And then in the bottom of here, I will pull this bit up. I think it's worthwhile seeing. I have my hammock.
Right.
So it's
Okay.
just my hammock. Squeeze it down like that. I've got 2 carabiners on and the ties for the tree.
Wow, that's really compact, isn't it? Probably weighs almost nothing.
Oh, it's like half a kilo maximum, and that's
Yeah.
because of the carabiners.
Yeah.
More than anything. Right, so that's that. Then in the front, I've got my pegs for my washing.
Yeah.
I've got my pooper scoop in case I get caught short.
Yeah.
I won't go with my bottle. I've got my sponge for getting the condensation off the tent every morning because that's going to be a nightmare.
Yeah.
I've got what have I got in here? Some electrolytes just to get me through the first week. Probably one of the most important things, I've got a filter.
Okay, for your water filter. Yeah.
Soil water filter, which teams up with this bag here.
Yeah.
I'll collect it in there, pour it into the bottles using this.
Okay.
And I've got a little washing line on here, which you can't see. That's brilliant in Corsica. So I've just made that using a couple of slide and hitch knots.
Yeah.
And then I've got a tiny microfiber towel, which I'll use for my feet.
I've seen those before from mountain equipment. Mountain warehouse.
Gift from my sister. So going inside then, and this can get a bit messy now. I've got my baby wipes. Essential. And these are brilliant. These are sponges with built-in kind of gel or soap, and just cut a little strip off when you're in the wild. There's not got anything to wash in. Use a bit of your water, wet yourself, wash off, and then just rinse it off. Really great piece of kit. Recommend them when you're doing multi-day hikes.
And where they come from?
They're from Mercadona, but we've had them from other places. Mercadona are the best.
Right.
ones,
Okay.
But we use them all over Menorca because we didn't have showers there, and they work really well.
Okay.
So you can see I'm a stylish guy. So I've got me Clinique,
beautiful.
makeup bag, I think it is. And this is my toiletry bag. So I won't go through it all, but you can imagine what's in there.
Yeah.
Including some soap from Marseille, from my recent trip to Marseille. And then I've got
anything for chafing.
anything for well, that's this bag. So this is my medi bag. You can see it's bigger than my toiletries. And then here, I've got the usuals, your Combi, your Savlons,
Yeah.
little pots of alcohol, and such like for iodine and things like that for injuries, tick removers, such like. So a lot of stuff in there. I'm sure I'll go through it in more detail in the future. Right, next thing here, probably my favourite item. Got a book.
Right.
So this is a brilliant idea from you to find myself a book on our like. So this is Café en la Orilla, Café on the Shore.
Yeah.
So it's in Spanish, and my intention is to read a book in Spanish.
It's a great book. I've obviously only read it in English, but it's an amazingly good book.
Yeah, so we'll see how we get on with that. Then this is my luxury item. Never used it. Well, I've used it once before, but never taken it. This is a saucepan.
Oh,
Okay. I wasn't thinking about taking it. Christina, really talked me into it, but I think I'm gonna love this because it's gonna give me a bit of variety and food.
Correct. Yeah. Because obviously the blandness of the journey in terms of what you're eating is going to be
that's going to be
one of the struggles. To be fair, isn't it?
Definitely. So that's going to change things. And I've also got this little filter for proper coffee, so I can make a proper coffee every morning instead of having a pound one. That's an instant one. This is my little sweat towel.
Yeah.
I dip this in puddles and wrap it around my head and put it under my hat. So that's a great piece of kit. 10 pegs. That's it. Just got
Aluminium.
11 pegs. You feel them weigh nothing.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah. I've got
yes, I can feel them. Yeah.
waterproof trousers, waterproof coat.
Yeah.
So hopefully I won't be leaving.
Good old Peter Storm.
Peter
You never
Storm.
stop giving. Great. I've got them myself.
Yeah. Backup canister for the gas, which hopefully I won't need for a while. I won't always have a backup, but I've got one, so I'll take it now. And I've got a backup flint, magnesium flint for lighting.
Yeah.
And this stuff here is Storm Shore, which my whole bag is basically kept together with.
Okay.
It's a brilliant piece of equipment for repairing holes in fabric.
Okay.
Really recommend it. Then, so we're getting into the bag itself. So now, this is some of the food I'll be taking. Turn this around now. Some of the food I'll be taking, so I've just got a dry sack. I'll just give you, like normal things, porridge, got my coffee in there.
I can smell the coffee.
You can smell the coffee, oh, it's probably broken. And then these are the cool things I've done. So I've just made myself a few little spice pots. So this one's chili.
Okay.
And I've got, oregano and green spices and salt in there, just to, make
Spice up your life.
Spice up my life, yeah.
Nice dry pack from Carrymore.
Yeah, that's a bargain, that one was. And then I've got here, this is a 10. So it squeezes out of this
Which is
thing.
nothing, is it?
Yeah, this is the Lanchan one person, one pole. And obviously, you'll see more of that and see my pictures on
Of
Instagram
course,
where
yeah,
I've had it up
yeah,
already.
Yeah.
So the fearless, that's 600 grams, I think.
Amazing.
Yeah. So
Just can't believe the size of it, to be honest.
Yeah.
But obviously, with combining your poles
yeah.
with this, it
It's-
makes a massive
yeah,
difference
massive
to your
difference,
weight.
yeah. This is my sleeping bag. So that's a Rab Neutrino 400.
Yeah. Okay.
They did me a good discount on that because I wrote to them before we went, and I've used it around Menorca. Brilliant.
I presume is it a 3-season, 4-season?
It's -7 that goes
Is it?
to, so
Okay,
I can't
yeah.
think I'll be using it much at the minute. But I've got a a sleeping bag liner, just a silk
Yeah.
liner. I think I'll be in that for the start. Your decathlon towel, microfiber towel.
Yeah.
And then we're into the clothes now. So I've got me just a massive
Dry sack.
dry sack again. Just just spare coats and things I'll need when it gets cold. Got my pillow in there, and I've got this my Young Minds t-shirt. Yeah.
Okay.
Which I'll be wearing when I stop off in the hostels and
Okay.
just to feel a bit
Obviously,
more human.
all the money's going to Young Minds.
That's it, yeah, and we're already up to £1,100.
Amazing, yes. Past the 11% of our total that we are hoping to raise.
Yeah, back up, walking, shorts, another pair of socks just in case, and stuff that will come out. And then finally, last little bit in the bottom, down here, I've got my sleep mat,
Yeah.
Thermarest.
Yeah.
It's tiny, that. I'm
Inflatable.
inflatable, yeah. I'm still
Yeah.
not sold on that, to be honest. It's a bit small for me, but
Okay.
getting used to it. And then the last thing, this is an army surplus bivvy bag, which I will be using in emergencies if I get too cold or if my tent fails, or even if I fancy sleeping under the stars. So that's it.
Okay. Amazing.
That's
All right.
everything.
So we will leave it there. Just to say, it was just a quick run through of everything. To be fair, any idea on total weight?
It's getting up for around 10 kilos, I think. Yeah.
Everything's
Yeah.
around about 10 kilos. So
Yeah.
the whole backpack, everything's around 10 kilos.
Yeah, it's about the same that I took to Corsica, but I
Right.
have more water there, so I won't have as much water in because I'll be going past shops. and
Shops.
stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, Mike. Thanks very much.
No
all right.
worries.
We'll get this up as soon as possible in the next few days. Okay. And hopefully it will be up ready before you go. And thanks very much for your time as always.
Well,
All right.
let's see if you get it up before I get this back in my bag.